Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Hi, I'm Mark Sherman. I'm pianist, vibraphonist, composer, educator from New York City. And I'm here on tour in China. I just played 2 very strong sets at Gucha Jazz Club here in Hangzhou and had a wonderful time with these really great musicians that I enjoyed playing with very much. I was a rock and roll drummer at the age of 13, and a friend of mine's father turned me on to jazz. The first jazz music I heard was Art Blakey playing Monin. When I heard that, I got completely turned around and hooked on jazz. So I started working on that, and eventually, at about 15 years old, there was a drum shop in New York called the Professional Percussion Center. And the 3 teachers that they had at this center were Mel Lewis, Elvin Jones, and Joe Jones. But the important part of it was I enrolled in lessons with Elvin Jones. And for me, this was a really life-changing experience because I was able to see Elvin play up close in the lessons. And really, he didn't teach you anything technically, but what he did teach was concept, how to swing, the feel of the music. So basically, what happened in these lessons was Elvin would play, and then you would try and emulate what Elvin was doing. So you would learn how to swing. I can say that that was one of the most important experiences in my life. And in addition to seeing Elvin in lessons privately, I was able to go to the Village Vanguard and watch him play live with his group. And I got to see these guys play up close. I really got to absorb the spiritual depth of the music. Elvin was so spiritually rooted with this music. He would, within 1 minute or 2 minutes, he was soaking wet with sweat. And there were like puddles of water on the tom-toms when he was done. His wife had to come wipe off the drums. So he was so deeply spiritually in touch with the rhythm and the music. The swing feel was so deep. He was just a giant who innovated a completely different style of playing the drums. Nobody ever played the drums the way Elvin Jones did. And people are still trying to emulate this style to this day. I've been teaching at Juilliard 17 years in the Juilliard Jazz program. You know, we see top-tier players, the best young players in the world are coming through there. I would say for most of the players, one of the big issues is you can't just be a great player. It's very important to understand the business, how to book a tour, how to get your music out there, how to own your music. These days, owning your recordings is very important. If you cannot apply it to the business and find a way to get gigs, get tours, it really becomes a real problem for you. Many of the young people are strong on Instagram and all of the social media sites, so they're improving their profile, but that doesn't turn into money all the time. So you have to really understand how to book a tour, how to book live gigs. Of course, find your own voice in the music, you know, and it doesn't have to be jazz. It could be hip-hop. There are musicians from Juilliard that have done really well producing hip-hop records, producing R&B. There's a couple of great, you know, piano players, jazz piano players that sort of moved a little bit away from that and are doing really well. You just got to find your niche and find your voice, you know. You can't sit around and complain. And also, most of all, practice. Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Oh, it's unlimited, you know. You can go as far as you want. The sky is the limit. Just anything's possible. You know, if you want, you can reach your dream if you want it. Just work hard and you'll get it.